Welcome back. Okay, so we're going to do problems 3. We're going to start with problems 3 and 13. And we just have to memorize these. Remember when we learned the values for tangent on the unit circle? I asked you to just memorize the tall angles and the short angles for tangent because they're just easier. The middle angles are easy because it's just going to, for tangent, it's 1 or -1 because the x distance and the y distance are exactly the same. So root 2 over 2 over root 2 over 2 is just going to be 1 or -1 depending on what quadrant you're in. But for the short angles and the tall angles, you just have to memorize root 3 over 3 is going to be the short angle. It's the tangent of pi over 6. The short angles are root 3 over 3. And the tall angles with the denominators of 3 are root 3. Do you guys remember that from back in the day? First lesson of Unit 2. So what are these angles going to be? So you're looking for the angle. This is going to be pi over 6. This one is going to be pi over 3. If they were negative and they were in the 4th quadrant, then these angles would just be negative. So for example, let's just say it was negative root 3 over 3. I'll put that in blue here. You're not going to say that value is 11 pi over 6 because normally on the unit circle it would be 11 pi over 6. It's going to be negative pi over 6 because that value is between negative pi over 2 and pi over 2. All right, we're doing well on time. Let's go to number, oh, look, here's the negative one. Let's do this one. Restrict negative root 3. We immediately know that's a tall angle in the 4th quadrant. And that's going to be negative pi over 3, not 5 pi over 3. Are you with me on this? And what about 15? Kind of just did this one too. Negative, that's going to be a short angle, not 11 pi over 6. What's that one going to be? Short angle, right, negative pi over 6. So the answers to these problems are angles. And the directions say, evaluate the expression without using a calculator. So they don't tell you it's an angle, you have to know. All right, good. Let's move on, unless there's a question. Number 18. In fact, we're going to stop.